Hello, my fellow seed lovers. It's me, Denise. Welcome to my channel if you've never been here before, and welcome back if you have. I today wanted to talk about the ongoing seed shortage a lot of us are dealing with, trying to get the seeds that we want for our spring garden. It's been very hit or miss. This is, I know it's national. I assume maybe in other countries people are having this problem as well. It seems like the seed industry is just, being hit with really high demand, much more so than normal. So a lot of places that would normally have all your favorite varieties may not have them. I mentioned it in other videos that, go with reputable seed companies that you've either dealt with before or that someone recommends to you that they have actually dealt with them, because just like with the canning supply shortage, where all of a sudden a lot of fake canning supply websites started popping up, there's concern that like less than reputable seed companies website type things might start popping up. So I would definitely stick with ones that you've either used before or that someone else has recommended. I had never heard of the company that I'm going to talk about today until I saw them in a video on Roots and Refuge Farm. If you don't already watch Jess and her family on Roots and Refuge, I suggest you check them out. They are a pleasure to watch. She has an awesome garden and does the whole homestead life, raises animals, has a huge garden, and is just really a joy of a person to watch. So that's Roots and Refuge Farm. She is who mentioned this company, who I had never heard of. She was comparing several different, because people had been asking her about, like, where do I just get a fast set of seeds? Like, if I've never grown a garden in my life, kind of, where do I just get my hands on a bunch of seeds? And a lot of places are kind of doing these survival seeds, emergency seeds, like they're marketing towards that sort of mentality of, I hate to say they're playing into people's fear, but I think a little bit that is what they're doing. But as much as I don't like that, I do understand that people are concerned, especially people maybe who've never gardened before and just want someone to say, like, what's a good selection of seeds to get and how do I get them? As I'm recording this, it is, it's November 30th, and I had their website pulled up right as I started to record just to make sure that this is still in stock, and it is showing up as still in stock. Now, like I said, I had never heard of this company, but Jess at Roots and Refuge Farm had ordered from them to compare it to a bunch of, I think she ordered 4 kits from different companies, and this was the one that she was, felt like was kind of the best bang for the buck. And the price is $36, although there was like a coupon code, I think, for like $5 off. And with the holidays, I think their website, when I peeked on it just a few minutes ago, said that their website had like a 15% off sale going on. I don't know if that specifically applies to this product or not, or if I don't know if it's the whole website or if it's only specific things. But basically, this cost me about $30 plus a couple dollars shipping. Now, what is this? This one's calling it a bug out seed bag. So essentially, it's aiming itself towards someone who's thinking of a sort of worst case scenario where maybe they had a food supply chain issue and they might have to be concerned about growing their own food. And again, don't try to operate from a place of fear. Make your decisions on sound judgment and thought and planning. Now, as you know, if you've watched any of my videos, I have a seed collection. I collect seeds. I love to garden. It would be weird if I didn't have a seed collection. But I like, as Jess pointed out, that this is just a good basic selection of a number of different varieties of foods, and it's packaged to give it a nice long shelf life. It says right on here that it's got a 5 to 7 year shelf life. Just store in a cool, dry place. It's a Mylar bag, and it's, I believe, 34 heirloom varieties. Now, I can put on the granny glasses and read them for you if you're interested, because it would kind of defeat the purpose for me to open the bag. And again, I don't know if you can see it clearly on here. It is I can't say it. SustainableSeeds.com, or no, Sustainable Seed Company. What did it say on the paper? What did I do at the box? I saved the paper, which is good, because clearly my memory. Okay. SustainableSeeds.com. So I was right. That is their website. They have other seeds. They have tons of seeds that you can buy individually, but this is one that if you are just looking to buy a variety of seeds of different types of plants, and you just want it in one package that's in a Mylar bag that's going to have a longer shelf life. Maybe you don't use it this year. Maybe you don't use it till next year, the year after. And you know, as long as you keep it in a relatively cool, dry place, some people even keep them in the freezer. But seeds tend to stay good for a number of years anyway, as long as you keep them in a cool, dry place and keep them out of it, any kind of moisture. Make sure they're packaged in a way that moisture isn't going to get to them. So I am going to read for you, with the granny glasses, the varieties that are in this here bag. We have, first it's going to tell you what kind of plant it is, and then it's going to kind of tell you the variety. Beets, we have red globe. Then broccoli heading, broccoli sprouting. So you'd get the sprouting broccoli comes earlier than the heading broccoli. Cabbage storage, cabbage ball. Danvers carrots, Scarlet Nantas carrots. I know I'm doing it backwards because it just sounds weird saying it the other way. Snowball cauliflower, Utah celery, ruby red chard, golden bantam corn. Am I still holding it relatively straight? I am. Long slicing cucumber, black beauty eggplant, basil, which is an herb, thyme, which is an herb, green curled kale, red Russian kale, Bibb lettuce, green leaf lettuce, romaine lettuce, cantaloupe melon, green curled mustard, bunching onions, garden shelling peas, California Wonder Bell pepper, cayenne red pepper, small sugar pumpkin, red globe radish, Bloomsdale spinach, green zucchini squash, yellow summer squash, Waltham butternut squash, Roma tomatoes, and sugar baby watermelon. So those are the varieties that are in here. To me, that's a pretty good variety. Me being me, I was, if I'm on a website of seeds, of course, I can't help myself. I went ahead and just ordered it because, like I said, they have all the seeds like any seed company. They've got all tons of different things, herbs, vegetables, flowers. They've got all kinds of things. So I did get an extra pack of sugar pumpkins. The small sugar pumpkins, which are most people's favorite in terms of actual pumpkin pie. I did get a pack of, the fronts are like the same. They're just this sort of basket of veggies. So the individual seed packets are not, all of their stuff, by the way, is non-GMO certified, and so if you're wondering, That's, I'm not going to repeat it on every one. So yeah, this is the Jarrahdale pumpkin, which is a large pumpkin. It's more of a blue. It's definitely not an orange. It needs a longer season, like 100 to 110 days. So I don't know that I'd be able to successfully grow this. And the last 2 years, I've had such a problem with squash bugs. I don't even know if it would stand a chance anyway. But I got that just in case. And then I got 2 packets of a zinnia mix that I had never seen before. It's called Lilliput, Lilliput mix. And it says, now, if you've seen my other seed videos, or if you've seen specifically, I have a couple videos up with zinnias that I'm currently growing in my AeroGarden in the hallway. I'll probably wait another week and give another update on them. They're doing great. I decided to have some color indoors, being that I live in a very cold climate and it's pretty, dead and miserable outside. So I wanted some color, and I'm growing some cut and come again zinnias in the AeroGarden I have in my upstairs hallway. Being that the seeds were a couple of years old, I decided to go ahead and plant a few more than I thought I would need. This is another reason why I said don't throw away your seeds. You'll hear me say that in my other videos, but don't throw away your seeds because you didn't use them all that year. Put them in a Ziploc bag. Just put them somewhere cool and dry. You may not have as high a germination rate, but you should still have a decent germination rate. So I planted 8 of these seeds that were from 2018, and out of the 8 I planted, 6 of them grew, and all 6 seedlings are doing great. They're getting bigger every day, doing great in the hydroponic setup that I have them in. So hopefully I will have a really nice, colorful, full of flowers hallway. Anyway, this particular variety, which I had not seen before, these, it says, pom-pom shaped, fully double blooms are on 8 to 10 inch stems. Colors range from white, yellow, rose, pink, red, orange, lavender, and purple. It is a non-stop bloomer that will continue all summer, great in containers, and makes a great border, excellent for cutting. Now, being on 8 to 10 inch stems sounds awesome. Some zinnias grow like over 3 feet tall, which can make them difficult to grow in containers or in the house, certainly. The cut and come agains that I have in the hallway are supposed to grow to be about 2 feet tall. So I digress on zinnias very easily. I apologize. So yes, I got 2 packs of them. So that's what I bought in addition to what I really wanted to show you, the bug out seed bag. Now, again, this type of marketing, you're going to find this, not only are some seed companies, just regular seed companies starting to do this type of stuff, but any place where you might find like survival items are selling things like this. Just kind of for comparison, I actually went to look on their website because I couldn't remember how much I paid for it, because I bought this probably about almost a year ago, like pre any of the craziness that's going on right now. This I had bought from My Patriot Supply, and it's very much the same kind of thing. It says, keep in a cool location for at least 5+ years, all heirloom seeds, 21 varieties. I like that this one has kidney beans in it, which are, a good protein source. Otherwise, a lot of them are similar or the exact same varieties. Basically, a lot of your very just basic, common varieties. But I did like that they included like a shelling pea, or bean, I should say, that you could dry and keep as dried beans, which have a nice high protein content. And these have the same butternut winter squash that, again, is a nice calorie dense, healthy carb kind of a food. But when I looked on their website before getting ready to film this, they didn't have this anymore. They didn't have it listed, so I don't know if they're just out of stock or if they're not planning on carrying it anymore because they didn't even have it on the website. What they did have was a lot of individual packages of sprouting seeds. So if you're interested in sprouting seeds, and they had the container, like it said, kitchen sprouting container. So if you're interested in just like, things that quickly over the course of days as opposed to weeks or months, you're getting something that you can eat, like you're interested in growing sprouts, check out My Patriot Supply. They seem to have a good supply of those type of seeds. But they, like I said, they didn't have these currently. So these are in a Mylar bag, right? Great. The ones that are in there, these are just paper packets. So what I'm going to do with these is what I do with the rest of my seeds. And again, this is just about keeping, just keep them away from the humidity is the main thing. Don't bake them and don't put them in the humidity. I have 2 of these. That's how I'm organizing my seeds. These cases come out, like you can see here are my pumpkins. So let's get those pumpkins put in here. The Ghirardelli and the sugar pumpkins. And you know what? I'm going to put them behind this one because being that this picture doesn't tell me what's in here, I'm going to put the one that looks like a pumpkin on top. But anyway, so yeah, the ones that just come, if you just buy loose seed packets, you don't have to do this. You don't have to go into that emergency seed kit, mindset. You can just go and buy the varieties that you see that you think you want or that you think would grow in your area. This is definitely a marketing ploy kind of packaging. It is convenient having all those varieties, and I think the price is reasonable for that number of seeds and that variety of seeds. So, I don't think it's a bad deal at all. I just think that, like I've seen on Amazon, I've seen people charging some crazy amounts for essentially this, and they're not even necessarily professionally packaged. Like they're just someone sitting at their house putting a few seeds in little plastic baggies and sending them to you. Whereas this is, the seeds are in individual packets and they're then sealed in this Mylar bag, which will help keep them, viable longer as long as you store them in a cool place. But I did want to also, like I said, just mention, don't feel obligated to buy them this way. If you just find packets of the varieties that you want, just store them in a way that they're kept in a cool, dry place. And you should be good. So again, if you're interested, it was sustainableseeds.com for that particular packet. And also, like I said, they've got lots of individual seeds, lots of varieties. And they are having a sale of some sort currently for the holidays. I hope you found this informative. Keep checking back with your reputable seed sellers. The ones you've probably seen me, if you've watched any of my other seed like unboxings. Baker Creek, which is rareseeds.com. Johnny's Seeds, seedsnow.com. I just did a video on them, I think, last week. So there are a lot of places that are reputable. migardner.com. He does really reasonable prices on his seeds, and someone told me he's getting a restock in soon. You just have to keep checking back because places are restocking, but they're selling out quickly again. So don't lose hope if you looked and the place you looked was sold out. Just keep checking with these reputable sites, and a lot of them you can get on a mailing list. Like with a couple of them do it. Baker Creek is what I'm thinking of. Particular varieties that I wanted that they didn't have, you can, click on it, email me when this is back in stock, and that way you'll be like the first to know when the particular variety you're waiting on does come back in. So don't don't give up and feel like you can't get your hands on any seeds. They're out there. You just maybe have to work at it a little harder this year than you would have in previous years. And a packet of seeds usually is way more than you need for one season, unless you have a really large family and a lot of space to grow them in. So, you know, your neighbors may be able to share if they're people who garden. So, and if you're the one who has extra seeds, don't forget to share with your neighbors. I certainly plan on offering if any of my neighbors need seeds in the spring. So, with that said, I hope that gives you just one more seed company that, you know, like I said, Jess, whose videos are wonderful at Roots and Refuge Farm. She is the one who showed them, you know, that's where I saw them first. Now I've purchased them, so now that's 2 people that I know who have ordered and gotten them in a timely manner from this company. So, you know, you can add them to the list of people that you're, you know, seed companies that you're checking out as far as reputable, known sources. And just stick to it. And if you have to go with a slightly different variety than you usually grow, do that. I'm trying not only new varieties, but entirely new types of plants, new vegetables that I've never grown before. Just because, why not? You know, they were available. I've never had them before. Why not see? Especially the ones that say they do okay in cool weather, because maybe I can get them an early start in the spring, or maybe they'll last a little longer into the fall, because I do have a relatively short growing season here. Anyway, please like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know if you've bought your seeds or if you've had experience buying any of these, you know, emergency seed kits and what you thought of them. And again, don't be ripped off with some of the prices that I see people selling at Amazon. It's just crazy. Don't panic buy. You can get seeds at better prices than that. You don't have to pay those crazy prices. So let me know what your experience has been, especially if you're new to buying seeds. I would be interested in hearing how you're doing in getting your seeds for the spring. And again, I would truly appreciate if you would like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I put up a new video. Share the video if you think it's something that someone you know or your friends or fellow gardeners would find interesting, especially if you, like me, had not heard of this company before. I always like to share when I find a good company that, you know, I'm happy with my purchase or their service. You know how the YouTube algorithm is, so when you like, comment, subscribe, etc., it helps my videos get seen by other people who might like my videos, and I appreciate that. So have a great day, happy gardening, and just keep your eye out there. There are seeds, and like I said, they are restocking. You just, because they're selling out fast, it's a good idea to get yourself on the mailing list, and it's a good idea when they have the option of that notify me when it comes back in. Put your email address in there and be notified when what you specifically want comes back in stock. Have a great day or night, whatever time you might be watching this, and as always, thank you for taking the time to watch my video.